welcome back to Frenchie's Bakery. Today we are going to be making some chocolate frosting. It's gonna be so good. It's gonna be nice and fudgy-like and just so yummy. I have some vanilla cupcakes to pair it with, and I'm really excited to eat this because it's all for myself, and I'll share a little bit with Michael, I guess. But I'm really excited to make this frosting. It's one of my favorites. I just love how it melts in your mouth, and it's just so good. And super simple to make. It's like the craziest thing in the whole entire world. We don't even need a mixer, believe it or not. So the things we're going to need, I want to go over these things really quick, and then we're going to move back to the stovetop. You heard me right, the stovetop, to make this frosting. So you're going to need some heavy whipping cream, some butter, some sugar, some vanilla extract, some semi-sweet chocolates. You're also going to need a saucepan, and we are going to mix all these together and make a nice fudgy frosting on our stovetop. Isn't that crazy? So I came up with this recipe a few years ago. It took me a really long time to figure it out. It was a process because I love the taste of Texas sheet cake frosting, but it was a bit too runny because you're supposed to pour that over a cake. It was a bit too runny, and I had to figure out a few different ways of making this frosting. So we experimented a lot, and I finally came up with a great consistency, and I'm ready and super excited to share it with you guys. Also, look at my new shirt, you guys. I love it so much. It's plain, simple, but also a lot of fun. Super comfy material. I absolutely love it. I could sleep in this every single night. I love the way it feels. I love the hot pink. I love this a lot, and I cannot believe I have my own merch. It's so fun being able to wear my brand name. I just think it's the coolest thing ever. So if you guys want to go ahead and check out my merch, I have a few shirts up right now. I have another one that is my absolute favorite. It's a tank with Piggy on the front saying Frenchie's Bakery because she is my little mascot, and it is just the cutest thing ever. I'll probably wear it in like my next video or something. It was a choice between that and this, and I had to choose this today. So I have a bunch of new shirts up. You guys can go ahead and check it out. It's on inchaindesigns.com. I will leave a link below, and I would try and insert it up top. Usually YouTube is like really weird with that, so yeah. But go ahead and check out my new merch. I love my new shirts. I'm really excited about it, but now it's time to get to frosting. So we're gonna head back over to the stove, and we're gonna start working on making the frosting. All right, so we're over here at the stove, and we are going to add in our first few ingredients. So I have 1/3 cup of heavy whipping cream here, and we're just going to put that into our saucepan, and then we're gonna add in 1/3 cup of butter, and then 1 1/4 cup of granulated sugar. So I'm just gonna mix all of this together, have it over medium heat, and then we are going to let it come to a boil, and then we'll let it boil for probably 45 seconds. You wanna make sure that you keep stirring it the whole entire time while it's coming to a boil, because you don't want your sugar to burn. Sugar burns very easily. And you also wanna be very careful doing this because sugar gets incredibly hot. So it can be very dangerous. So just be really careful and very cautious. All right, so mine is just about to start boiling. I can hear it sizzling a little bit down there. So you just wanna mix it nice and slow. Give it a little bit of time. I like to give it a few seconds and then mix it again. It is so close to being a rolling boil. All right, so we have a small boil going on here. I'm just gonna mix it really slowly and just let it boil for 45 seconds, and then we're gonna take it back over to the island and add in our chocolate and vanilla. So I have my boiling butter mixture here. I'm gonna put it on a heat pad, and then we are going to add in a teaspoon of vanilla extract and a cup of semi-sweet chocolates. And you're just gonna get a whisk, and you're just gonna whisk this together until it becomes nice and creamy. You guys, so our frosting is mixed together. It's all ready to go. Now we're going to pop it into the fridge for about 30 minutes. I like to go in every like 10-ish minutes and mix it up just so it's all getting evenly distributed of coldness. So go ahead and pop this in your fridge and mix it up every 10 10 minutes or so, and then it's gonna be good to go. So my frosting was in the fridge for about 20 minutes. It was stiffening up extra fast today, and fridges will vary, so make sure you are keeping an eye on it and mixing it up. So I took it out at about 20 minutes, and I, just kept mixing it, and it was just getting pretty stiff. So I took it out a little bit early. I have some in a piping bag here, fitted with a star tip. I think this is the Wilton 1M tip. And I have some vanilla cupcakes here. I have a video up showing you guys my favorite vanilla cake recipe. You can use it for cakes and cupcakes, of course. But today I have some cupcakes because I just love me a vanilla cupcake with chocolate frosting on top. I just think that is like the best pair ever. So I'm just gonna do a little swirly design on top. So we're gonna do a burst of pressure, swirl it around, and just keep on going up, build the icing up, and release, and then you have a perfect little vanilla chocolate cupcake. Alrighty, you guys, just like that, you have some chocolate fudge frosting. This is my go-to. It's just the best. It's so good. It's so easy to make. It takes no time at all. The longest thing is putting it in the fridge and just waiting for it to chill. And if you don't want to do that, you can throw it in a mixer and just keep on whisking it up until it cools off and it becomes a nice fluffy consistency. So you have two options there, but this is just very simple. That's all I can say about this recipe, and it tastes absolutely divine. It is just so amazing. It's the perfect chocolate yumminess. So I'm really excited to eat one of these because they look scrumdiddlyumptious, and I'm really happy with the way they turned out. They're sitting on a nice fluffy vanilla cupcake, and then the gorgeous chocolate frosting on top just looks absolutely amazing. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one. Have a good rest of your day, everyone. Bye.